Here with Coach Joey Rivera at the East Stroudsburg Open. Coach, can you tell me a little bit about your team this year?
Yeah, absolutely. Probably the highest talent level we've had in a long time. The key is going to be getting them all on the mat at the same time. Navigating away from injuries and just kind of managing the overall team and how we move forward. Got to be really conscious about how we train these guys and the rest. We don't have the biggest roster as far as numbers, so we got to make sure we got the guys healthy. But with that said, like I said, I'm really excited about the talent we have. We got some really good guys returning from last year who did some really good things. Some previous national qualifiers that we have. Some really good young kids coming in as well, so we're excited. But a lot of question marks still out there to be answered.
You talked about the talent level. What can you tell me? What's causing you to get deeper and more talent coming in? Is it?
Well, it's a lot. I think kids are seeing now that you can go have success here at a small state school. At the highest level. We've had All-Americans. We've had guys in the national finals. You don't have to go to a big school with enormous facilities and the fanciest of everything to be successful. If you're willing to put the work in and go find some place that fits your style and your philosophies as a competitor, as an athlete, and as a student, you can do that here. So I think people are seeing you can have success, and I think more of the philosophies that I have as a coach and how we run our program are getting out to people. There's our exposure is getting out there a little bit more. More people are hearing about how we run things and on and off the mat, and there's value to that, and I think people are buying in.
You've been a coach for a pretty long time.
Yeah.
Have you changed? What have you learned during coaching, and what's given you success now?
So although I still like to think I'm fairly young, 33 years old, I've been doing this for 10 years now. As far as coaching years go, I'm pretty experienced. I've learned a lot. I've changed a lot as a coach. It's not always about just the hard work. It's not about grinding these guys and pushing them every single day. Again, you've got to be a little bit more of a CEO and take a step back and realize what's good for their bodies health-wise, what's good for their mind health-wise, academically as well. Also the other side of things being a fundraiser, being a marketer. So all those things, weren't necessarily there when I got here. I knew how to wrestle, I knew how to coach.
Right.
That's something I've always been good at. I can get on the mat and still roll around every day. But the other things have been the things that I've learned along the way. So I'm at the point now where I feel comfortable doing everything, talking to alumni about donations, marketing my program, talking to recruits, and being on the mats as well. Now it's just a matter of making sure that message gets across to the people outside of our program, the recruits, the donors, the people outside, and they feel comfortable and they buy into the philosophies just like I would ask my athletes to do.
Yep.
So I've learned a lot, I've grown a lot, and I think it shows in the type of kids and people that are affiliated with our program now.
Gotcha. Here at the Open, less teams than normal. Can you tell me a little bit what you want from the Open and where it's going to go forward?
Yeah, so actually 50th annual ESU Open, so one of the longest running tournaments in the country. Off the top of my head, I think the Wilkes Open is probably the only one that's longer, and they're probably up around 90 years. So, we've had this for a long time, and it's been a premier event every single year. We've had Division I national champs and All-Americans and world team members and the whole nine wrestle in this event.
Yep.
So that's the goal, is to keep that happening. This year we have Lehigh and Rutgers who have their teams here. Navy has their team here. So high-level Division I programs are still sending guys. We ran into a little bit of a glitch this year being on the same day as the Hokie Open. So so a lot of the teams that would typically come here are down there, which is fine. So we'll look to maybe do some things differently moving forward. But ultimately, the key is to put on a good event that people want to come back to, they want to be part of, to go get some good high-level wrestling. And we have that here. And also, it's a great mix of talent levels. You have those high-level Lehighs and Rutgers, but you've got JUCO as well, and some club programs who want to come down and be a part of it. So I feel like we reach the masses as far as the level of competition we have. You get both ends of the spectrum, and it's fun, and the guys enjoy the competition.
It's a great event. I've been here a lot. One of my favorite things is, as a fan, you can just get down here right next to your favorite wrestler, your favorite team. Where do you see this event next year? You think you move it up in time, or are you just going to schedule it differently?
I think part of the reason we moved up a weekend this year because there were a couple other events on the East Coast that moved up to where we would normally be. So we didn't want to have 2-3 events on the same day in the same general vicinity. So that's why we moved up a weekend, to kind of get away from those. Unfortunately, landed on the Hokie Open, which is a big premier event. So looking forward, we may move back, a weekend later. But ultimately, the goal is to put on a good event. And like you said, we want the fans to have the opportunity to get down there in the trenches a little bit and feel maybe get a little bit of sweat on them or something.
Yeah, get run into by somebody going out of bounds. It's a good time.
So it's a different kind of feel. It's a different kind of atmosphere, and it's one that I think is highly enjoyable for the fans and the athletes themselves.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck going forward. Good luck with the team.
Thank you.